An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Tua. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as the Tua hit and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's a gain of 35. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Judy there. And it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Second and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They only need a yard here. Third down and 1 after the penalty.
Check 52. Check 50. Check 50.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. That'll bring up second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On second down, it's Lindsey, and he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Dolphins, nothing.
Switch it, come here. Alpha. Yes! Hey, watch the screen.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Check.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
And the Denver Broncos are in for 6. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any point. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Block working out of the gun. Gets it to Gordon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
The score, Broncos 28, Dolphins.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. A full left side to start the drive is complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Tua to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. He'll find his running back out of the backfield, Raymond Calais. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Cut. 51, Mike 51. We own him.
Throwing again. Block. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
51 to Mike, boys. 51. Here we go. That's it. Mike 51. Double dog. That's the way.
Again, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Broncos continue to pour it on.
The kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score, Broncos 35, Dolphins nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Pass incomplete.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exact.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. To sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Broncos 49, Dolphins nothing. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Another run by Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Check 55, Mike.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards.
Miami.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. They'll set up the screen to Calais. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
39-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Play 2nd and 10 at the 30.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they... 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball.
Shotgun snap to Lock. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And some room to work. The 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos add on.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
at the 19.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Dolphins.
From midfield, here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa going deep here for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Dolphins on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And my goodness, another interception. Isaac Yedem picks it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They're suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. And now here is another interception. Isaac Yedem in there to pick it. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Lock on the keeper. A 1-yard loss on the play. It's
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Everyone's got four down. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go, D. It's hot.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
The pass on first down. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On second down, Tua. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. On first down, Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Kareem Jackson.
Yeah, we dominate today.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a